What is good? Good to be back. Welcome to another video and welcome after a long time. It has been a while. This is like the first true recording in my room since a while, and that's because of basically one main reason, and that's because I was stuck. I was stuck in a rut. I was stuck in my mind, and that's basically due to me slacking off during the summer holidays, and it was difficult to get back on track, onto my routine, onto my consistency. And it's a routine of sacrifice, and maybe I hadn't found the right balance for me to sustain even in the moments in which my discipline wasn't as high, as after a summer break. And because of that, I fell into a rut, and I started doing habits, things that corrupted my mind, and I can tell you that I was in a tough spot. I was in a low point, the lowest point maybe ever. And well, it was the lowest point from my perspective, maybe because I had realized after embarking on this path that the old ways weren't meant for me, and that's why it hit me so hard, because I was stuck in my old ways, and that was something that I didn't identify with anymore, and that's why it hit me hard. And how I got out is basically ties into the topic of this video. I wanna title this video probably "Rejecting Degeneracy and Living a Life of Philosophy, the Stoic Ideal." And what is the meaning of this title? Actually, the meaning of this title is very, very deep. So let's break it down. What does that mean? Rejecting degeneracy and living a life of philosophy. So this phrase is something that I had encountered a few times before it really dawned on me, and before I really, went into the depths of it. But in this modern generation, there's something crucial that we lack. Something that throughout history was, for the most part, present and guided society. And that is philosophy and religion. Mostly religion, but you can view religion as a kind of philosophy for life. Something to abide by. Someone to be grateful for. Someone to maybe follow. And philosophies like Stoicism and Taoism, philosophies for life, these are things that were largely present in all throughout history. That's why Christianity has shaped the world in such a unique way, and Islam and all these things. And what we lack today, due to the advancements of science and and these new theories like Darwin's theory of evolution, things that go against the classical view of Christianity and other philosophies. Due to these things, there has been a massive crisis in modern society, a lack of philosophy, a lack of religion, and because of that, a lack of guidance in the life of people. You need to realize, what is the role of religion, or what is the role of a life philosophy? It is something that serves as guidance in the moments in which you don't know where to head towards, in the difficult moments where your mind is clouded by all these emotions, these feelings that we as humans experience, and we're bound to experience them, In some moment or another, you will be clouded. Your faculties of mind will be clouded. And it is in these moments that you are weakest to fall into the grasp of devices that could, plague this modern world. So, that is something probably that happened to me. And this is something that happens to probably 99% of people at some point in their life in this modern day. The people in my generation, So after my summer break, hadn't been consistent on that path of the philosophy that I was, so vehemently abiding by before that. And this led to me falling into the grasp of vices. These vices that corrupt the mind and that cloud the mind even more. And it is a cycle, a vicious cycle, in which you fall deeper and deeper and deeper into the abyss. And it is a bleak and dark place where your mind can end up if you don't have something to hold on to, So, as the title says, rejecting degeneracy is rejecting these vices of the modern world that corrupt the mind and that lead us astray into this dark path. The path of darkness, the opposite of a blissful, fulfilled and happy life, happy headspace. And the other part, living a life of philosophy, that is exactly what serves us as guidance. Let me close this. That's exactly what serves as guidance for us to to be able to stay on the correct path, the path of fulfillment, blissfulness, serenity, happiness, and tranquility. So, philosophy, well, why does this tie into the title? Because the title is Rejecting Degeneracy and Living a Life of Philosophy, the Stoic Ideal. So, like I said, I had encountered this concept, of living a life of philosophy and rejecting degeneracy. But I truly embarked on it when I read it in the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. This one of the principles that he abides by, living a life of virtue, basically living a life in congruence with the Stoic ideal, and rejecting degeneracy, rejecting, staying away from devices that corrupt the mind. And in this way, you will always have a clear-headed state of mind, or at least when you're not in a clear-headed state of mind, you can always go back and let God, your religion, or your philosophy of life guide you in those difficult moments. Those difficult moments when you need to have faith, when you need something to hold on to. And because of that, and only in this way will you able to live a fulfilled life and a life of success. Because in the times where other people are in this weak state of mind and are easily influenced by these vices of the modern world, you will be able to surmount them, because you have something to hold on to. You will have something to guide you, and something that will let you see the light at the end of the tunnel, And that is the thing that is most important, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. Because when you see that light, you have a sense of hope. You have this faith that things will be okay. And you will be able to relax. You won't be in this state of anxiety like everyone else. They're in this state of anxiety because they don't know if things will get better. They don't know how to handle situations. They're on their own, completely on their own. And that is difficult. You need to be very strong, to be able to hold, to be able to surmount those situations. And the thing that philosophy does is that it gives you that strength of mind, because you know that you don't need to rely on only you. There's something else that guides you, throughout the path. of life in this modern world. It's a difficult world, because there are a lot of things, basically because this modern world is so developed that there are a lot of things we need to deal with, and it is very difficult when you need to take so many things into consideration. What career path do you want? How do you get the woman that you want, and how do you not disappoint your parents, and all these things. We want so many things because we're connected throughout social media, and there are so many things on our plate that we need to achieve, and without guidance it is very difficult to stay clear-headed and do the things that you need to do to achieve the life that you want. So, a few philosophies that I like to implement into my life and that I abide by are the philosophies of Stoicism and Taoism. These two philosophies are the philosophies that help me stay clear-headed in the difficult moments and deal with the anxiety that can be generated by all these expectations in this modern world. And also religion. Religion is important for me because then I can talk to God and always speak my mind and have someone to be grateful for the things that I experience in life. Not only myself, but also God that I can share my gratefulness with and discuss the things that I discuss with myself with. So I hope that this video serves you, and if you're going through something difficult, keep this in mind because it truly helps, So yeah, see you in the next one. Peace.